Well, hello everyone. I'm Mike Szostkiewicz, and today is March the 2nd, 2026. This video is submitted in fulfillment of Park University's MIS605 Management Information Systems Unit 8 course project presentation. So today I want to walk you through how artificial intelligence can be used to identify the activities and artifacts associated with software implementation. As students learning about the software development lifecycle, or SDLC, it's important to understand not only the phases themselves, but also how modern tools, especially AI, can help us analyze, categorize, and document the work that happens during implementation. When we talk about how software implementation works, we're referring to the stage where a system moves from development into a functioning operational environment. This includes activities like configuration, integration, testing, deployment, training, and transition to support or maintenance. Traditionally, identifying all the tasks and artifacts involved require manually reviewing documentation, interviewing stakeholders, and relying heavily on expert experience. But AI has changed that process dramatically. So let me explain how. So the first way I used AI was to break down the implementation phase into its major subphases. By prompting AI with questions like, what are the subphases of software implementation? Or how is implementation structured in MIS or SDLC frameworks? The system was able to synthesize information from books, industry standards, and best practice models. AI consistently identified subphases such as configuration, integration, system testing, user data, data migration, deployment, and post-implementation review. What makes this powerful is that AI can cross-reference multiple sources instantly, giving you a consolidated view that would normally take hours of research. Next, I used AI to drill deeper into the activities within each subphase. So for example, when exploring configuration, AI identified tasks like setting system parameters, customizing modules, and aligning the software with organizational workflows. For integration, it highlighted activities such as connecting APIs, validating data flows, and ensuring compatibility with legacy systems. When I asked about testing, AI broke it down even further. So we're talking about unit testing, systems testing, user acceptance testing, regression testing, and it explained the purpose of each of those. This level of detail helps students see not just the high-level structure, but the actual work that teams perform during implementation. Another major benefit of using AI is its ability to identify the artifacts produced during each activity. So artifacts are the documents, reports, and deliverables that support the implementation process. When I asked AI to list artifacts associated with implementation, it generated a comprehensive set. Configuration documents, integration plans, test scripts, defect logs, training materials, deployment checklists, rollback plans, and post-implementation reports. These artifacts are essential because they provide traceability, accountability, and documentation for future maintenance. AI not only listed them, but also explained their purpose and how they fit into the overall workflow. AI also helped me understand the relationships between phases and artifacts. For example, it explained that test scripts are created during the testing subphase, but are informed by requirements gathered earlier in the SDLC. Deployment plans are created during implementation, but become part of the maintenance team's long-term documentation. This kind of cross-phase insight is something AI excels at because it can analyze patterns across large bodies of knowledge. Another advantage of using AI is its ability to compare different SDLC models, such as waterfall, agile, and hybrid approaches, and show how implementation activities differ across them. In agile environments, implementation is iterative and continuous, with deployment happening in sprints. In waterfall, implementation is a distinct sequential phase. AI helped clarify these differences and show how artifacts change depending on the methodology. For example, agile teams produce sprint backlogs and burn down charts, while waterfall teams produce formal deployment plans and sign off documents. AI also supported the process by summarizing complex information into clear, teachable explanations. When preparing this lesson, I used AI to refine definitions, organize content, and ensure that the explanations were accessible for students at different levels. This is one of those most practical uses of AIs in education, transforming dense technical material into structured, easy to understand learning content. And finally, AI helped me validate the completeness of the implementation activities and artifacts by asking questions like what activities might be missing or what artifacts are typically overlooked. AI identified the areas that are often forgotten, such as environment readiness checks, user communication plans, and post-deployment monitoring. This ensures that the implementation phase is viewed holistically, not just as technical exercise, but as a coordinated organizational effort. So, to summarize, AI played a major role in identifying the phases, the subphases, activities, and artifacts associated with software implementation. It synthesized information from multiple sources, broke down complex processes into understandable components, and helped ensure that the analysis was complete and aligned with current industry standards. So for students, this demonstrates how AI can be used not just as a tool for coding or for automation, but also as a powerful research assistant that enhances understanding of the SDLC. So as future professionals, you will increasingly rely on AI to analyze documentation, generate project plans, and support decision making. And learning how to effectively use AI now will prepare you to manage complex software projects with greater confidence and clarity. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a very interesting class, and good luck in your MBA degrees.